Hey, YA. This week I heard something that really stuck with me. It was about hanging on, and it feels like once you've accepted Christ, once you're in the kingdom, you feel like you're hanging on no matter what. Either you feel like you're hanging on because it's the things from your old life, or you feel like you're hanging on to the new things, trying to figure out like how to do this stuff, how to understand this stuff. But it's always like you're hanging on. And I think this in Galatians 6 is a good way to understand that. Because I think we should start at the end, where Paul is talking to these churches in Galatia, and he's still walking through the Jews that have had an effect on the people here, telling them, hey, you got to be circumcised. You got to live by the law. Like, Jesus is great and stuff, but the law is what saves you. And Paul is arguing vehemently, trying to give them the truth. And so in verse 15, he says, for neither circumcision counts for anything, nor uncircumcision, but a new creation. And as for all who walk by this rule, peace and mercy be upon them. It's this whole idea of a new creation. Because then you can go back and start looking at this, what he's talking about, beginning in verse 6, and really through the book of Galatians and a lot of the letters in the New Testament about what he's talking about. It's a whole different thing to understand what he's talking about when you're trying to hold on to the new things and understanding that you're a new creation in Christ, that these are new things that you're trying to understand, that your mind is trying to behold into ways that you're trying to walk in. It's a new thing, and that's good. But it can be equally a similar feeling when we are trying to hold on to the old things. And when we're reading through this, trying to hold on to the old things, like really holding on to both at the same time, that's when we can feel really stretched, when I'm trying to hold on to the old things, but also trying to understand the new things. So something to take stock of as we're reading, that the end of this, and Paul actually starts writing. He says at the here in verse 11, he says, see with what large letters I am writing to you with my own hand, because most of this, and probably his other letters too, were written by a scribe as he talked to the scribe and told him what to write. But here, it seems that Paul takes over writing. He takes over in this final warning, final conclusion and benediction at the end of Galatians 6. And he says, remember, you are a new creation. You have to think about these things and understand and learn these things from the mindset of you're a new creation. Let go of the old things. Don't try and hold on to those things, because if you try and hold on to both the old and the new, that's when you're going to feel stretched. That's when you're going to feel frustrated. That's when you're going to feel like, oh, I can't do this. So think about it. Think about that. Think about it from the mindset of you're a new creation. And yes, some of these things are going to take a while and not be clear at the outset, but you're holding on because you're learning and you're growing and you're changing, and it's by the power of the Spirit that all of these things are happening. So, just think about it.